At the 40-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
14.
Going on the ground with Homer. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Travis Homer, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Kamara. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And this one complete to Smith. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now a throw here, hauled in. They find some open field here. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a... And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll run this with Homer. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. There's Wilson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Shifts by him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Penny, a 1st down carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Homer. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Check 15, check 15, alert.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Winston. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27.
Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, and that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Homer. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Throwing now is Wilson.
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Bring in the second string.
Bring in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dwayne Eskridge,
76 yards.
And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara.
How about that there? No frills, no added initiatives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.